Battlecry of Freedom by Ngakma Nor'dzin.
Part 2, the slogans. Slogan 34. Do not put a zo's load on an ox.
Zo kal lang la mi jo.
Do not put a beginner on a feisty thoroughbred. Do not expect a pony to do the work of a draft horse. When attending a horse riding establishment, the size of the rider will be a consideration in choosing the mount. Large adults will be given large horses. Small children will be given small ponies. This is common sense. From the perspective of the riders, however, the result is not always so logical. Ponies can be particularly energetic and naughty. Large horses can be particularly quiet and docile. Inexperienced children may find themselves on the back of lively ponies that do not always behave. Experienced adults may find themselves on the back of horses that are a little too dull for their liking. Riding mind training is like being in the saddle of the largest, strongest and most noble draft horse, which also possesses the vitality and mischievous personality of a pony. There is the full scope of possibility and potential for excellent riding, awakening, with no hindrances. This capacity comes with responsibility. This mount is not a novice ride, but an experienced and committed practitioner of mind training is not a novice rider. With an absolute beginner, the riding instructor is responsible for the choice of mount and the safety of the rider. No riding skills are known by the beginner, so the rider has no responsibility. The beginner is likely to be put on a quiet mount and told to let the reins hang loose. There may be a neck rope for the beginner to hold or a pommel strap on the saddle. A lead rein may be attached to the bridle and the horse led for the first lessons. The beginner is allowed to become accustomed to being on the horse without any expectation of actually controlling the horse at all. All that can be asked of an absolute beginner is kindness to the horse and courage.
Trungpa Rinpoche says, if there were no you to initiate situations, there would not be any problems at all. But since you exist, therefore there are also problems. We do not want to transfer that load.
Practitioners automatically have a greater degree of responsibility in any situation by virtue of being practitioners. They are not beginners being led around the arena, but are established in the practice of riding the mind. Experienced practitioners understand their great good fortune in having been taught how to control their mind. They fully embrace the responsibility that comes with this, to be in control of the wild horse of the mind at all times. Non-practitioners have not had this good fortune. They have not been given the methods of mind training. Recognizing this, practitioners expect absolutely nothing of non-practitioners. They acknowledge that non-practitioners may inadvertently harm them, but take responsibility for that as well. This responsibility is present at all times, whatever the practitioners are experiencing in their life circumstances, good or bad. Practitioners ride their magnificent steeds into awakening as much as possible, carrying the load for everyone they encounter.